There. Venus de Milo. Plus Venus de Milo, check. Sphinx, check. Winged Victory. Let's see if we can get a close-up of it. From here. Yes, there it is. Okay, behind me is the Mona Lisa. It's smaller than everyone anticipates because the rest of the paintings in here are huge. And that's the Louvre in 30 minutes. As you can see, there is a long-ass walk between here and there. The distance from the Louvre Museum down the Champs Elysées to the Arc de Triomphe is, well, miles. It feels like miles. It looks like miles, and if it doesn't, it's only because the Arc de Triomphe is so big that you can see it from far away. But I am making sure to stay hydrated for this walk by walking in the shade and on the dirt road, not this pavement here. You don't want to be walking on pavement. It's harder on your feet and on your knees. Walk on dirt and soft surfaces whenever possible. That's what the human foot was designed for, not concrete. There's no give to it. As you can see behind me, the French drive on the right side of the road just like we do in the States. But I've always wondered why we drive on the right side of the road just like the French do. But the British, with whom we share a common language, and of course we were a colony of, they drive on the left and we drive on the right. So why don't we drive on the left side like the other British colonies do, like Australia, like Australia, Ireland, Scotland, etc. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that the French helped us beat the British in the war. I don't really know for sure, but it's one of those questions that I've tried to Google, and there isn't an answer for it apparently. If anyone knows the answer, I'd love to hear it. Now there are a lot of very high vantage points in Paris that you can look down on the city and get great views. The Eiffel Tower, Basilique Sacré-Cœur, but my favorite is the Arc de Triomphe, right there. From the Arc de Triomphe, all major avenues in the city intersect at the Arc de Triomphe. Some of the most notable moments in Paris's history have taken place here, including, in my mind, most infamously, the Nazis marching into Paris triumphantly under the Arc de Triomphe. It was meant to celebrate Napoleon's victories during the Napoleonic era and of all French soldiers lost during the war. It includes the French Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Gotta go. Just have a couple more places we still have to shoot. Look, they're nice enough to label it for you.
Selfie.
Video, YouTube.
Yes. I can see.
So from the Bir-Hakeim subway stop, I cannot see the tower, But following the crowds and following the signs that say Arc de Triomphe, I know I'm heading the right direction. There's actually buildings blocking my view of the tour, but I'm sure this is the right way. People are all walking this way. Ah, there we go. So that's how you know you're going the right direction. I used to see lots and lots of Japanese tourists, but I don't see any Japanese tourists here anymore. It's all Chinese tourists nowadays. So enjoying new money, I guess. Japanese don't seem to travel as much as they used to. When I was in Scotland and London over the past month, I noticed the same thing. Lots of Chinese tourists, no Japanese tourists. And a sign of the times, I guess. Japan's economy and their demographics are stagnant and aging. China's is vibrant and young. Public toilets. I'm guessing it probably costs about €2 to use it. When I was in Scotland, using the bathrooms was cost 20 pence, 20 British pence. And here, it seems like €1.50, €2 seems to be the right price. Now look at this. This entire street is now lined with souvenir shops en route to the Eiffel Tower. So everyone's cashing in. I'm sure these are all goods made in China, so they could accumulate enough wealth to come back here and enjoy their money as tourists in Paris. So we're traversing what appears to be a gauntlet. The only way you can get to the Eiffel Tower, at least from this direction, is through this gauntlet of shops and people. And I have to be very careful, otherwise they could snap off this flip-out monitor I have on this camera. Obviously, the avenue is named after the engineer who designed the Eiffel Tower, Gustave Eiffel. Right there. Wow, look at that. This is the line to get up the stairs or the elevator into the Eiffel Tower. Now, just like the Statue of Liberty, it's a great view, but to me, it's not worth it, the time and the money. There are better views of Paris, namely the Arc de Triomphe, in my opinion. So unless you want to reenact a scene from A View to a Kill or Superman 2, I just enjoy the Eiffel Tower from the outside. But that's me. If you're only here once in your lifetime, I guess it's one of those things you have to do, is go up to the top of the Eiffel Tower. But if you have a limited time, like in my case, 2 sightseeing days, I would just see the outside of it and skip the inside because the line can be really long and there's no way to bypass it. It is not, by the way, included in the museum pass, the admission for the Eiffel Tower. Well, I see a subway stop that I needed to use later. It's closed right here. Very inconvenient. This was supposed to be my way out. That was supposed to be my way out to the Invalides museum, and I'm not going to be able to go that way now. So, adapt and overcome. We'll find another way. Hello. Can you take me to Invalides, Napoleon's tomb? Oh, you can't take me? Yeah, you want to take me? How much?
It's 20, okay?
How much?
20.
20? Oh, it's too much.
How much?
It's too much.
How much?
10?
50 on 5.
15?
Yes.
12.
Yes.
12?
15. Good price.
12. It's so close. So I hopped in a pedicab to take me to Napoleon's tomb to improvise since the subway is closed.
No problem.
Okay, so I hopped in a pedicab now for 15 to Napoleon. Yeah, Invalides, Napoleon, s'il vous plaît.
Yes.
Yes.